How do you think the sports media pull out of this, or do they pull out of this? Because right now everybody's cutting the cord on ESPN. ESPN is just nosediving. I mean, they've had a serious problem with people not watching their stuff anymore, and it seems like they're doubling down on the worst strategy humanly possible, which is to add just more extraordinarily polarizing content with nobody to even counter the other side. Mike Ditka loses his job over there because Mike Ditka happens to be slightly right of center, but you've got everybody over there who's wildly to the left.
No, they just rehired Keith Olbermann.
Oh, exactly,
I mean,
exactly.
So I think the market is starting to speak, and I think that their brand has been damaged because if you understand who sports fans are, they tend to lean a bit more conservative. And so they've irritated the largest segment of the. And so let's say you're a sports fan, but you're not really political. But if you understand the values taught in sports, they're not political, but they are conservative, the values taught in sports. Again, I go back to what I said earlier. We fix the problems from inside this locker room. We don't blame outsiders. It's a pull yourself up by the bootstraps.
It's
culture.
also a meritocracy.
Yes.
You're not getting on the field if you can't play.
Yes. And so I think even if you're not political, you're kind of like, well, hold on. Where's all this victimhood coming from? LeBron James is now on TV and at press conferences saying, oh my God. And I do want to mock it because it was silly. LeBron James is on TV. He compared someone allegedly writing on a gate of his $20 million mansion in Brentwood. Someone allegedly wrote on his garage gate the N-word. And he analogized that to Emmett Till and Emmett Till's mother sharing the pain of Emmett Till being lynched and assassinated. He analogized that to him having the N-word written on his $20 million mansion out here in Brentwood when he's living at the time in Akron. So a home that he's not in allegedly has the N-word written on it. We never see a picture of it. He says it was cleaned, it was on there in the morning, then his staff cleaned it up. He never saw it. His kids weren't there. There was no danger. He analogized it to Emmett Till. And so I'm just, sports fans, people with common sense are like, how? You're living one of the greatest, wealthiest, privileged lives in the history of America. You got to put him in the top 1,000, I think. I mean, he's worth about $500 million. He's celebrated all over the planet. Anywhere he goes, they rush him in to get seated and gets preferential treatment. And he's on TV. Yeah, if it can happen to me, if someone could write the N-word on it could happen. It just doesn't ring true. And I think most sports fans are like, well, this is bad. Now LeBron James is a victim?